Well, welcome back to another week of small groups. We're so excited that you've joined us. Thank you so much. Whether you've been here every day of this semester or maybe this is your first time with us, we thank you for joining us. We know how much strength small groups brings to our spiritual family. Thank you, and thank your small group leaders for opening up their home, opening up the church, wherever it may be, just to do life together. We're so thankful for this small group season and the strength that it's bringing. There's only 3 weeks left of our small group season. I feel like this small group season has just flown by so fast. So there's 3 weeks left. And so what I want you to do is to finish strong. Be intentional, finishing strong. If you haven't opened up yet, man, open up. Talk about those things in your life that you're struggling with, the things that you're dealing with, and the ways that you want to get better as not just a Christian, but as a father, as a family member, as a brother, as a sister, whatever that may be. This Sunday, Pastor Jordan spoke on a good picture, and really, there's only one thing that I think of when I think of a good picture, because I'm not really a big social media person, and my wife likes to make fun of me because I have like 2 posts a year on like Instagram or Facebook, and so I kind of struggle in that area. But here's where I don't struggle. I don't struggle taking a good picture of a good fish. And hopefully Traven can get this on the screen right here. I'm gonna just show up one of my big fish that I've got. I know there's so many pictures I could have scrolled through and got, but here's just one of them. And what I want you to notice is not just the fish, but what I've learned through the years is when you're catching fish, what you want to do is you want to make them look even bigger and better than they actually are. And so what I've done is I hold the fish out away from me. I try to hide my arm behind the fish. And the last little touch I do is I try to hold the fish on the back side of its lip so you can't hardly see my hand. And these are all ways that are kind of silly illustration, but it's all ways that I make the fish look better than it actually is. And I say that to say, how many of us are actually doing that just with our lives? And when you think about a good picture, when you think about social media, we put out our best life. We put out all the great things, all the highlight reels. We put out the car that we got that is the right car. We put out the new house that we have. We put out, all the good things, the new job offer, whatever it may be, whatever the great thing that has happened. And I'll tell you what you never see on Facebook or Instagram is when my almost 2-year-old son is throwing a tantrum in the floor of the house and doesn't want to get up and lays limp and is crying and whining, all because we didn't get his milk fast enough or we gave him juice instead of milk. Crazy things that happen at home, and I know this is not just happening to me, okay? I know this is happening to each and every single one of us at different moments, different times. Things are happening in our household that aren't good. And you kind of think in these moments like, man, I'm glad no one's around to see this fit my son's throwing. Or I'm glad no one was around to hear me get angry like that. A lot of different things to think of when you think of social media, when you think of a good picture, when you think of a family, when you think of the ideal family. That picture in your head isn't a family with a 2-year-old that's screaming on the floor or not eating his food in the restaurant or whatever it may be. It's a good picture of a great family. And that's a lot of what we're going to talk about tonight is just family and what do you want that to look like, what you're praying for that to look like, and all the things. But I want to hone in here. Pastor Jordan, towards the end of service, brought out this scripture in Joshua that says, "Choose this day whom you will serve. But as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord." And no, that doesn't mean you can't post on Facebook. That doesn't mean you can't show great things that are happening in your life. Here's what that means for me. For me and my house, here's what that means. Is not who I am on social media. It's not who I can portray to be. It's not the perfect picture that I can put out for everyone else to see. It's who am I when no one's looking? Who am I when no one's around? Who am I when I'm not at church? Who am I when I'm not on social media? And how can I make that person the best person that he can be? Can I be slow to anger? Can I be quick to listen? Can I be a great dad? Can I be a great husband that loves his wife and serves his wife? These are things that I think about when I think about serving the Lord, because really, the start of serving the Lord is serving Him in your own household. If you can't lead your family right, how are you going to lead others right? And what I've really come to the realization here lately is I get one chance at this. I get one chance at being a great dad to Fisher. I get one chance being a great husband to my wife. I get one chance at being a great dad to baby number 2 on the way. And so how can I intentionally not take that for granted? How can I not just show all the great things we're doing, but be a great dad that Fisher and baby number 2 are going to come back to one day and ask questions and want to hang out and want to just eat together and talk and ask questions about God? How can I be that type of father? How can I be the type of husband to my wife that our marriage lasts till the end? That she looks back and says, I have no regrets. You're all I could have ever hoped for, wished for. How can I be a husband that loves and serves so deeply that there is never a doubt in her mind of how much that I love her and how much I love God and how much I want to lead our family towards a relationship with God? And so I want to bring out a few questions that we can talk about over this small group. But I want you to be intentional, and I want you to be vulnerable tonight. Sometimes it's hard to be vulnerable about family. And so question number 1 is, what does a great family look like to you? Number 2, why is the tendency to share the great things and hide the bad in our lives? And number 3, share something you are praying over you and your family before you end out in prayer. I'm so thankful that you've joined us. Thankful for the opportunity to bring these videos and bring these questions just to help y'all into your discussion. We love y'all guys so much. Hope you have an incredible week, and we'll see you soon.